You remember the moment, don't you? Maybe it was a Tuesday night. Nothing special. You asked a simple question about homework or dinner, or maybe just how their day went. And instead of an answer, you got a glare, or an eye roll, or the words you never imagined hearing from your own child. I hate you. And just like that, you're standing there, wondering what happened to the kid who used to run to you for everything. The one who wanted your hugs. The one who told you all their secrets. Now it feels like you're living with a stranger who barely tolerates you. If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. And here's what I really want you to hear. You are not failing as a parent. What's happening in your home right now is something millions of families are going through. And the answers are not what most people expect. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why your teenager does what they do and what it actually means. You'll have a simple way to decode those hurtful words. You'll know what tends to accidentally make things worse, even when your heart is completely in the right place. And you'll walk away with some real, practical things that have genuinely helped other parents reconnect with their kids. Because here's the truth. The relationship you're fighting so hard to protect right now, it matters more than you know. And it's not too late. So let's start at the beginning. Here is something that might surprise you. The hate your teenager is directing at you, it's actually a sign that you matter to them. And in a strange way, it's a sign that they feel safe with you. Let me explain. Every child grows up carrying a picture of their parents in their head. When they're small, that picture is almost perfect. You're the superhero. You know everything. You fix everything. You are their entire world. But something has to happen before that child can grow into an independent adult. They have to let go of that perfect picture. They have to start seeing you as a regular human being, with opinions they don't always agree with, flaws they can now spot, and limits they're going to test. Think of it like this. To fly out of the nest, the bird first has to stop thinking the nest is the greatest place in the world. For your teenager, that process is messy. It shows up as eye rolls, sharp comments about your taste in everything, and yes, sometimes those words that cut right to the bone. But underneath all of it, they're not really rejecting you. They're figuring out who they are without you defining them. And here's the part that might actually make you feel proud. Teenagers who go through this process, even the noisy, conflict-heavy version, tend to grow into more confident, capable adults. The ones who never push back, who never individuate, as it's called. They sometimes have a much harder time launching into real independence later on. Your teenager pushing back at you might just be exactly what's supposed to happen. There's one more piece to this. Your teen uses you as a dumping ground. And again, not because they don't value you, but because you're the one person they trust enough to completely fall apart around. All day long, at school, in activities, on social media, they're holding it together. They're performing, managing what people think of them, keeping the mask on. Then they walk through your front door. And the mask comes off. The pressure spills out. And you're right there. In a very real way, getting the worst of your teenager might mean they trust you the most. I hate you. Two words that hit like a punch to the chest. But they almost never mean what they say on the surface. Here's a little translation guide that might change how you hear these moments. When your teen says, "I hate you," what they often mean is, "I'm completely overwhelmed right now and I don't know how to handle it." When they say you're so unfair, what they often mean is, I need to feel like I have some control over my own life. When they say you don't understand anything, what they're often saying is, I feel really alone in whatever I'm going through. And those mumbled comments under their breath? The whatever or the oh my God, just loud enough for you to hear? That's your teen trying to feel some sense of power in a relationship where they often feel like they have very little. As parents, our natural reaction is to chase it. Excuse me? What did you just say? But that almost always turns a small moment into a full-scale blow-up. Staying calm, or even just letting it go, is one of the most powerful moves a parent can make, even when it's one of the hardest. Now, this part takes a little courage to sit with. Because sometimes the things we do as parents, with the best intentions in the world, can pour fuel on the fire. Not because we're doing something wrong on purpose, but because what worked with a younger child doesn't always land the same way with a teenager. The first one is what you might call the lecture loop. This is when a conflict turns into a long explanation. All the reasons they should listen, all the ways they've messed up, all the things they need to understand. And it makes total sense. You have wisdom to share. You care. But here's the problem. When a teenager is already upset, the emotional part of their brain is in full control. The logical reasoning part has basically gone offline. They can't absorb a lengthy speech in that moment. So they zone out, push back harder, or walk away, and then you feel even more ignored. Short, calm, and clear works far better than thorough when things are already heated. The second one is dismissing their feelings. Comments like, it's not a big deal, you're so dramatic, or you had so much to be grateful for. These come from a good place. You're trying to give perspective. But to a teenager, social pain is real pain. Being left out of a friend group, being embarrassed online, a breakup, these things genuinely hurt them in a deep way. When those feelings get minimized, they stop sharing, and the distance grows quietly. The third one is over-monitoring. Tracking their every move on an app. Checking their social media daily. Reading their messages. Parents do this because they love their kids and want to keep them safe, and that is completely understandable. But teenagers experience heavy monitoring as, you don't trust me. And when a teenager feels like they can never get it right in their parents' eyes, that belief can become a self-fulfilling prophecy. None of this is about blame. It's about small shifts that can open big doors. So what does work? Here are some things other parents have found genuinely helpful. First, talk side by side, not face to face. Sitting across from your teenager and saying we need to talk can feel like an interrogation to them. Their defenses go straight up. But talking while you're in the car, doing dishes together, or taking a walk? Something about not making direct eye contact makes it so much easier for them to open up. Many parents say the best conversations they've ever had with their teen happened in a car, going nowhere in particular. Second, ask before you advise. When your teen comes to you upset, try this one simple question. Do you want me to just listen right now, or do you want help figuring it out? That question changes everything. Because what teenagers often need first isn't a solution, it's to feel heard. When they feel heard, they're far more open to guidance later. And if they say just listen, your job in that moment is to reflect back what you're hearing. Something like, it sounds like you felt really embarrassed when that happened. No fixing, no correcting, just showing them you're there. Third, try a simple 3-step approach when you need to hold a boundary. Start by showing you care. Then acknowledge what they're feeling. Then state the rule, simply and calmly. It might sound like, "I love you and I want this to work out for you." I know it's frustrating to have to leave before your friends. The rule is 11 o'clock and it's there to keep you safe. That order matters. When care and understanding come before the rule, the conversation is far less likely to turn into a battle. And finally, don't be afraid to say, "I'm sorry." Teenagers notice everything. If you lost your temper, said something too harsh, or went too far, acknowledging it matters deeply to them. Saying, "I was too hard on you and I'm sorry," doesn't make you look weak. It makes you look trustworthy. It also shows them in real time that people who love each other can mess up and repair it. That lesson alone is one of the greatest gifts you can give them. Most of what teenagers put their parents through is normal. Loud, exhausting, and sometimes heartbreaking, but normal. But it's worth knowing the signs that something more might be going on. If the change in your teen has lasted more than 2 weeks, if they've pulled away from their friends as well as from you, if you're seeing big shifts in their sleep, their eating, or their ability to keep up with school, those are signs worth taking seriously. Depression in teenagers often doesn't look like sadness. It can look like anger, laziness, just not caring about anything anymore. If something feels off beyond regular moodiness, reaching out to your family doctor or a school counselor is always the right call. Getting support isn't a sign that you failed. It's one of the most loving things a parent can do. Here's something that might put your heart at ease. Studies that have followed families over more than 25 years show something really meaningful. The relationship you build with your teenager today has a direct impact on who they become, their health, their happiness, their ability to form their own strong relationships, and even the kind of parent they'll be one day. Teenagers who feel heard and trusted by their parents, even through conflict, even through the messy seasons, grow into adults who are more emotionally stable and more resilient. The connection you're working so hard to keep right now is quietly building something that will last a lifetime. And something even more extraordinary. When you do this work today, you are not just helping your child. You may be shaping the parent they become for your grandchildren. The love you are putting in right now, even when it feels invisible, even when it seems like they don't notice, it is landing somewhere. It is building something real. You are not failing your teenager. You are staying in the room when it's hard, and that matters more than any perfect parenting strategy ever could. So let's bring it all home. 3 things to carry with you. 1. What looks like hate is usually growth. Your teen is pushing away from you so they can figure out who they are. That's healthy. That's actually what's supposed to happen. 2. Small shifts in how you communicate can make a real difference. Less lecturing, more listening. Conversations in the car. Asking before advising. And saying sorry when you get it wrong. 3. Your relationship with your teenager matters enormously. And it is never too late to strengthen it. One quiet conversation, one moment of really listening, one sincere apology. These things build bridges that last. If something in this video gave you a new way to look at your teen, or gave you a little hope to hold on to, share it with another parent who might need it today. And subscribe, because every week we're here helping you understand what's really going on inside your teenager's world, so you can know what your teen thinks